Hey everyone, it's Casey Stubbs here. How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and take a look at some charts and some trades that I'm looking at right now. So we're going to go ahead and get started by taking a look first at some charts. Let's do this. Okay, so right here, this is McDonald's, and I love McDonald's. But right now you can see that we've got, zoom up here a little bit, we've got a triple top on McDonald's. Okay, and kind of a head and shoulders pattern. So if it breaks down here, be looking for it to maybe go a little bit lower. Who knows how low it goes, but what I would be doing to take this trade is I like to wait for consolidation patterns and then a break. So maybe it'll do that back in this box or maybe somewhere down here. Not sure, but if it holds above this level, I'd just draw a little line like that, wait for it to break up, and get into the trade. Now, this is a great stock for buying and holding. I've actually told a lot of people that I personally think that this is one of those stocks that you want to just invest in, right? So imagine if you did something like you just invested a little bit of money every day, just boom, 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 $5 a day. So every day you're doing $5 that's going up. Or even here it's going down, down, but you're accumulating shares, right? Just accumulating shares. And if you use Robinhood, I actually got the $5 a day idea from Bob Sharp, and he's a great YouTuber. Love Bob. And so I just, I didn't want to take credit for his idea, but I just love it. But if you guys remember, some of you may know that I have been doing that style of investing for a long time, right? So I do investing. Might take a trade here. I do it in different accounts. I have one account used for swing trading and then another one just for buying and holding. And this is definitely one of my trades that I love to hold on to, because if we look at this on a higher time frame, if we look at this way out on a monthly, look at what it's done since 2016. What direction do we see here, right? This 200 period moving average has never been tested. As a matter of fact, the 50 has only been tested a couple times. So this is just a great stock. Let's go out even further. Has it ever gone below the 200? Yeah, it has. Once in 2000. Didn't go below it in 1986. I don't know if those numbers are right, but it did go back in 2000 for a couple of years it was under. But even then, if you're just investing, you got some time, it's a great trade. And just look at this. I mean, ever since this, it's just been amazing. So that's what I'm looking at right now, McDonald's. And I'm always talking about buying stocks that always go up, right? Buy stocks that always go up. Well, let's take a look at another one that I really like, and that's Bitcoin. Speaking of things that always go up, Bitcoin doesn't always go up because there's been the crypto winter, right? And you can see here on Bitcoin, we've got a very key level right here. And right now, this is a little bit of a trend line, right? Did it break below? It actually did. And oh man, my trend lines are messy, but we're below this trend line, okay? Let me draw a real one so it looks a little better. But you can see that we are below this trend line. Okay, does that mean that I'm going to short? No, we've got a pretty solid area of support right here. Now, one thing to note is we do also have, once you break a trend line, you have some support going up. And I do notice this candle right here is a very critical area, okay? And the reason why is because this is a support area, right? Where you got that big move down, we've got this consolidation. So anywhere in this zone, we could get a rejection. So now that so this is kind of showing you how I like to think as a trader. Now that price loves to go in between from zone to zone. Okay, so what do we see here? This particular zone, this particular zone right here, I'm making it a little bigger, it could really hold this level. Okay, but moving up as well, we could get some resistance as well, right? And so take a look. 45,879, anywhere in that range could act as support. Okay, so that's something you want to look at once it gets up. So if this gets rejected, if this comes up and rejects up here, then you got a short trade. Could get a bounce down here as well. So anywhere in between those, you want to just look at those zones and look to trade. But again, Bitcoin's one of these other ones, kind of like McDonald's, that I love to buy and hold, and just not necessarily just buy and hold, but keep adding, because really pays off. And there's just a lot of value in the growth of this, because as you can see, we were all the way at 15,000. So from 15,000 up to 45 is a pretty nice move. It's 3x'd in a very short period of time. So Bitcoin is it. And let's do another crypto. I want to take a look at, you guys know that I follow Shiba Inu. Let's go ahead, take a look. This is Shib. And then this is a daily chart. So we'll go to a weekly here. And you can see, hasn't been around nearly as long as Bitcoin. It's kind of newer. But one of the things that really got my attention for this is that they had this move, and it went down like here, actually, right before that. And so from down here, where it had this to this, was one of the biggest percent moves, right? This thing moved in 1 year, was one of the biggest percent moves in history. And I just have a hard time forgetting something like that. I have a hard time forgetting one of the biggest moves in history, and I just don't think I should. And so right now, we're in a very critical, and go back to my other video where I talk about market cycles, but we're in a very critical stage where this has built consolidation. We've got what is called the base right here. Okay, this is a very key base, all right? And now this is, again, this is SHIB USD, okay? And this is the base right here. Now, with this base, it's building up buyers, right? And these buyers are really serious. A lot of them are very serious. They're going to hold. And if this breaks this key level, we are going up. Okay, we're going up. And so a lot of people will get on me about this, saying it's a meme coin, and look at GameStop, it never did anything. And that's true. It is a meme coin, and there's a lot of hype. But really, the charts will tell you the story here. And we're going to just seeing a lot of volume coming in, a lot of consolidation. And we've got this key break was very important. Okay, and so I think we're going to, so now the next break will be this, right? So let me zoom that up like this. Redraw. This right here is a really important level. Okay, so if that breaks, I think we're going to break 1554. If 1554 breaks, we got a really big move. Okay, now one of the other things that I wanted to look at is, let's look at the actual yearly chart. And this is going to look a little bit messy because it's so small. But again, this level, so here's the year, 1 year up, 1 year down, and then this was like almost a 50% retracement. Let's do a fib. Let's do a fib level from this year to there. Okay, and we're going to do the settings here. Let's do the 50. Where is the 50? Okay, that's not 50%. That doesn't make sense. Let's try it again. Fib retracement from here to there. That does not look like the 50% to me. Does anybody else agree with me on that? From here up. And I guess they say that can't be. I need to check that on another chart because that just doesn't seem right. But anyways, once this breaks yearly, I think we can go right up here to 35 because that's the other previous year. And then if we break that, we could get up here. And as I've said, I think we got some momentum moving up, right? And so it's kind of interesting to me that Bitcoin's pulling back right now, and I think we might hold at 40,000. Some people are saying it's going to go lower. I think we might hold, but if this builds up and we break, like I said, if it breaks this trend line, just watch it, because the thing that is so great about this is the percent growth, right? Because this has an opportunity to like 10x just because of the percent growth. And one other thing on the fundamental side is they are doing a lot of cool stuff. They've got a lot of people that are following this. They've got some of their social media accounts have over 1 million followers, which is pretty rare, like on Twitter. And they have their own network, right? They actually have their own network. It's called Shibarium, where they're doing transactions. They've got NFTs, which are called Shiboshis. They've got stuff where they're making t-shirts and real live dolls. They've got metaverse stuff, which is where they're doing games. They've got their own game. They've got their own domains. They're just like a mega marketing machine with a lot of things going on. And they're also actively eliminating the supply. Last month, they burned 83 billion of their tokens, right? And so that stuff all adds up. And I think that what's going to happen is with this wind up here, when it breaks, it's going to break big. And so it's one you're going to want to put on your radar. Okay, well, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Next, I want to go over, let's go over the SPY. S&P 500. Now, you're going to notice that I have drawn my lines on this S&P 500. I don't know if you guys trade this or not, but this is the monthly. You can see right here, we're looking like a breakout. But I was looking at it on a lower time frame earlier, and we had a double top right here. We had a pushback. Let's look at the weekly, and it couldn't break this. So I think that if we don't break this, we could be headed a little bit lower. Okay, and I don't know, I never know what is going to happen, but there's just, we always try to draw in some key levels. So I think that this is a place right here where I think price could go. So if this fails, I think we could go down here. And I actually, for full disclosure, I did take a short position, and I'm going to be willing to close it pretty quick if I'm wrong. But I just noticed that we had some trouble breaking this 2 days in a row. Plus, they had that CPI news come out. So I think that plus we saw the drop in Bitcoin. And so with that being said, I think that we could probably get a short here. And but I don't like usually going up against the trend. And I try to always stick with the trend. But I just did something a little different this time. So I'm really working on my consistency, and I think as a trader we need to do that. And so I'm going to be watching this trade, and if I mess up on it, I'll let you know, because I don't want to mess up on my trades and on my consistency. So going counter trend, it's interesting. As I do this video, I'm actually thinking, oh wow, I probably shouldn't have done that because I'm going against the trend. I don't do that. So I don't really know exactly what I was thinking when I did that. Probably because I was watching a little bit of too much news and things like that. So I'm willing to close this trade out really quick, but I probably shouldn't have taken it. So there you go. I just figured out one of my own mistakes online. I'm trying to get more consistent. And so speaking of consistency, I've been doing this YouTube video. I've done a video every single day for since December 6th. So I'm pretty happy about that. Like if we go here and take a look, this is my podcast, by the way. I've been doing this for 6 years, have barely missed an episode. Last episode was about the power of mentorship. But if we go here, let's go look at my YouTube channel. And you're going to notice that if we look at my channel, you're going to notice that I have videos here. Not that you guys care, but I haven't missed a video since, what was it? Since right here, I think. Yeah, right here. So this is the date of my first, when I started my streak, and I'm still on it. The date on this one was December 6th. So I'm really happy about my consistency here, and my account has been doing great since then. And by the way, tomorrow I'm going to be doing an update on what happened last week. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that and see what happens. But I really appreciate all the comments. Let me know if you like the analysis, if there's anything else you want me to look at, because I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow. Let me know in the comments. All right, I'll see you guys very soon.